Good evening. We have an action-packed few hours ahead of us, and I can't wait to get started. So as you take your seats, I'll briefly kick off the evening. First of all, a warm welcome to MRSI's fantastic evening of celebration. Those of you who've been there before, you would normally expect an amazing young researcher to be standing here and to greet you at this moment. And I promise you that our amazing young researchers will be on the stage very soon. But until then, you have me, Mitali Chauhan, not so young, ex-researcher, but here I am. In case you haven't already, please do put your phones on silent, and also please be in readiness to post your memories of today on social media. Please use the hashtag 7thGK. That's 7THGKA. To kick off the evening, we have a very special guest to inaugurate our session. She has flown in from Paris to be with us in Mumbai. And Sophie is a leading consultant and an executive with global data analytics and insight industry. She is currently serving as president of the ESOMAR Council. And Sophie has over 25 years of experience. She has worked extensively both on the client and supply side roles, including roles at major companies such as Unilever and Lactalis, and she now works as a consultant. She is the owner and founder of Blue Lemon Insight and Strategy, a boutique agency established in 2007 that specializes in brand empowerment, customer-inspired innovation, and product development. She continues to influence corporate strategy and transformation. Internationally recognized as a thought leader and a frequent speaker, she brings strategic and action-oriented approach to leadership with a strong emphasis on ethics, diversity, and the collective interests of the research community. Elected ESOMAR president for 2025-28, ESOMAR is a leading global network of more than 10,000 professionals in over 750 companies across 130 countries. And Sophie is known for her dynamic, passionate leadership and deep industry knowledge. She advocates for transformational support within organizations, champions diversity, and is committed to helping the insight professions navigate rapid technological and societal changes. Her extensive background as a practitioner, consultant, and industry leader positions her as a pivotal figure in shaping the future of the global market research and insights industry. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Anne-Sophie Damler-Hult.
Thank you so much, Mitali. Good afternoon, good evening, distinguished guests, respected leaders of MRSI, members of the research and insight community, partners, friends, and award finalists. It's truly an honor to be here with you in Mumbai for the 7th edition of the MRSI's Golden Key Awards 2026. Mumbai is a city that understands momentum, where enterprise, creativity, data, and ambition move at remarkable speed. It's therefore a fitting place to celebrate an industry what does exactly the same. An industry that transforms information into intelligence, intelligence into insight, and insight into impact and meaning for businesses and societies. On behalf of ESOMAR, I would like to thank the MRSI for the warm welcome, for the partnership we share, and for the leadership you continue to provide to the Indian research and insight ecosystem. These awards are not just a celebration of excellence, they are a reflection of how far the community has come and where it is going next. The relationship between ESOMAR and MRSI is not transactional, it's strategic, it's values-driven, and it's built on a shared belief by high-quality, ethical research is foundational to better decisions, stronger businesses, and healthier societies. For many years now, ESOMAR and MRSI have worked closely across ethical practices, advocacy, and thought leadership. Together, we have demonstrated that global standards and local leadership are not competing forces, but complementary strengths. India is not merely participating in the global research ecosystem. India is shaping it. And MRSI has been instrumental in ensuring that this growth is grounded in professionalism, credibility, and responsibility. One of the most tangible expressions of this partnership has been our collaborative work on the ESOMAR Code of Conduct, which was renewed over the last couple of years and adopted by ESOMAR members in June 2025. Codes are sometimes seen as constraints. We see them differently. A strong code of conduct is an enabler of trust, trust between researchers and respondents, between clients and partners, and between our industry and the society it serves. MRSI's active engagement in adopting and promoting the ESOMAR Code within India has been invaluable. Your inputs have strengthened guidance on data quality, respondent rights, transparency, and increasingly the responsive use of technology. In a world where data is abundant but trust is fragile, this work is not optional, it's essential. This leadership has been especially important as our industry navigates profound change. In 2025, the industry adopted the new ICC ESOMAR Code of Conduct, a milestone that reflects how dramatically our operating environment has evolved. Before we look specifically at trust, it's important to step back and understand why self-regulation is so essential for our industry in the first place. There are 5 core reasons that really define its value. First, trust. The entire research and insight ecosystem depends on trust. Trust from citizens who share the data. Trust from clients who rely on our evidence. Trust for policymakers. And trust from society at large. Self-regulation is a mechanism that allows us to sustain and demonstrate that trust consistently. Second, self-regulation. Self-regulation protects citizens and data subjects. It ensures that ethical principles apply even in areas where the law is not yet clear or up to date. It's how we make sure participation is respectful, consent is meaningful, vulnerable groups are treated carefully, and data is used responsibly. Third, strong self-regulation helps prevent over-regulation. When an industry shows it can govern itself credibly and transparently, regulators are far less likely to step in with restrictive rules. In other words, responsible behavior buys us the freedom to operate. Fourth, self-regulation gives us agility. Our industry evolves faster than legislation ever can, whether it's AI, synthetic data, new collection technologies, or new analytical methods. Standards, codes, and industry-driven governance can adapt quickly and provide guidance where no legal framework yet exists. And fifth, self-regulation allows for global harmonization and professionalization. With our work crossing borders every day, we need principles and standards that are consistent internationally. Self-regulation lets us maintain a global baseline on ethics and good practice, regardless of where a project is conducted. The 2025 edition of the Code went through 4 global consultations over the course of 2025 and 2024, and overall received more than 350 comments, among which we received input by more than 35 local associations around the world. The first change that you will notice is on the fundamental principles. All research must be legal, honest, transparent, and truthful. All research must be conducted with due care. Interactions must be fair, respectful, and avoid harming the data subject. Data subjects are clearly understand how their personal data will be collected and used. All personal data must be fully protected against unauthorized access or use. Researchers must behave ethically and not do anything that may undermine the public's trust and confidence in research or damage its reputation. Researchers have the overall responsibility and oversight for the research they undertake, irrespective of the method, technique, and technology applied. Those who contribute to the research have a degree of responsibility commensurate with their activities, expertise, and control. MRSI's role in supporting awareness, adoption, and interpretation of this new code within India has been exemplary. You have ensured that innovation doesn't outpace responsibility and that progress doesn't come at the cost of trust. This commitment to quality and ethics is clearly reflected in India's position in the ESOMAR Global Market Research Report. India today stands among the most significant research and insight markets globally, not only in terms of scale, but in capability. India is at the center of excellence for analytics, advanced methodologies, AI-enabled research, and global delivery. According to the ESOMAR Global Research Report 25, India's research and insight industry continues to demonstrate robust double-digit growth, reaching a market size of $2.7 billion USD in 2024, with a growth of 11.7%. But beyond numbers and rankings, what stands out is something deeper. India's growing influence on how research is done, how innovation is applied, and how insight functions are integrated into business strategy. The Indian research community is no longer just responding to global demand, it's helping define global best practice. What does all this matter? It matters because research and insight shape real-world outcomes. They inform billion-dollar investments. They influence public policy. They guide product innovation. They help organizations understand people, not as data points, but as humans, with needs, values, and expectations. In times of volatility and uncertainty, insights provide clarity. In moments of disruption, they provide direction. And in an era of automation, they provide judgment. The organization being recognized tonight has demonstrated this impact by helping businesses grow responsibly, by enabling smarter decisions, and by providing that insight is not a cost center, but a strategic asset. At ESOMAR, we are very conscious that the future of our profession is being reshaped by technology, especially artificial intelligence. AI is not just a future trend, it's a present reality, and it sits at the heart of ESOMAR's 2030 strategy. Our AI pillar is built on three core principles. Responsible adoption, ensuring AI enhances rather than undermines research integrity. Human oversight, recognizing that insight requires context, ethics, and critical thinking. Capability building, equipping professionals with skills to use AI effectively and wisely. AI can accelerate analysis, unlock new data sources, and scale insight in extraordinary ways. But without governance, without standards, and without skilled professionals, it can just as easily erode confidence. This is why our collaboration with associations like the MRSI is so vital. Together, we ensure that innovation remains aligned with values. This shared commitment to the future is also why I'm delighted to highlight the work currently in progress on a joint ESOMAR MRSI event on AI and technology in 2027. This will not be just another conference. It will be a platform for deep dialogue between researchers, technologists, and business leaders. Practical guidance on applying AI responsibly in research and insights. Global and regional perspective coming together to shape what is next. By co-creating this event, ESOMAR and MRSI are sending a clear signal. The futures of insight will be collaborative, global, and grounded in ethics. And that brings us to tonight. The MRSI Awards are not only about recognizing outstanding work, they are about celebrating the spirit of collaboration that defines this profession. Behind every award-winning project is a team. Behind every innovation is a partnership. Behind every insight is a commitment to quality and integrity. Tonight, we celebrate organizations and individuals who have raised the bar, not just for India, but for the global research community. You remind us that excellence is intentional, it's discipline, and it's shared. As we open the 7th edition of the MRSI Golden Key Award 2026, let's take pride in what has been achieved, but remain ambitious about lives ahead. Let's continue to champion ethical standards, embrace innovation responsibility, strengthen collaborations across borders, and ensure that research and insight remain a force for positive impact. On behalf of ESOMAR, I thank the MRSI for its partnership, its leadership, and its unwavering commitment to the profession. Congratulations to all the finalists, best wishes to all the winners, and thank you for allowing me to be part of this important celebration. Thank you.